everyone, and welcome to HOA Fight Club. Today I would like to talk about rules are rules. So I've heard this many times from many people, especially when I talked about being able to hang the United States flag outside of our homes, which was made into a federal law before or after, it doesn't matter. It is a federal law that we can hang the flag outside of our homes. So I wanted to discuss the whole fact of rules or rules in HOA and condo associations. Well, here's how our rules worked in our HOA. So the board can change the rules at any time. They don't have to do anything to make sure that they're legal. They don't have to have them checked by an attorney. They can just change the rules anytime they want. That is how it is in most associations. They can't change the declaration and they can't change the bylaws without a vote of the people. Now, we do know that there are some associations that do change the declaration and the bylaws without the homeowners knowing it. So you should always check when your declaration was registered and when your bylaws were registered with the state. So ours were registered in 1993. So when I went to look at the rules were changed on the homeowners constantly. In fact, they actually put in illegal rules. And I want to play for you a clip of a voice of one of our board members just telling us how she thought that it was okay to change the rules because it was what was good for the community. Let's listen.
No, I thought what I meant, what I understand was she's gonna do the draft.
She has.
The board is gonna chime in.
She has.
She
has.
Oh.
It's done.
Oh, okay.
She just needs board input or rules committee input or whatever on such things as parking. We've known for years that our garage rules were not enforceable. We knew that for years. But the spirit of it was good. The spirit of it was good. We couldn't say legally you must park your car in your garage.
No, we don't say it.
But we could say you may not park your car in your garage. So while we couldn't enforce what was done in the garage, we could enforce what was done in the common area. It's just a matter of turning the language around a little bit. That's all.
So I guess I got the wrong message from Marlon then, because I think she said she was trying really hard to adjust what was already in place.
That's right.
And so, but instead she had said, she just.
All right, so you saw how she changed the rules for the garages. The garages are owned by the homeowners, yet the board placed rules in our CC&Rs that the homeowners, we couldn't even switch our cars. Like I couldn't park my car in the garage, only my truck could be in the garage at all times. They had stickers for the garage. I know that the board went into one homeowner's garage, literally broke into their garage and had the car that was not working because one of the rules was that all vehicles must be running at all times and licensed. Well, if it's in the garage, how does the board know that it's not running? And the rule that we can't keep that in the garage is actually illegal because we own the garages. We can keep whatever we want in the garages. We can do what we want with our garages. The board cannot make rules for those garages, which they did. They not only made rules for those garages, but they violated the rules themselves by breaking the law. So if you own something in your condo association and it's not in the declaration that they have rules over it, they can't make rules for it. So like one of the rules that they could change was our rule for blinds. Blinds could be, it actually said in the declaration, changed at any time by the board in the rules. So that gave the board permission to do that. So when a property manager came in and saw that was one of the rules, he went around and noticed that all the blinds were different on each home. So the board changed the rules to make everybody change their blinds, and gave them 2 weeks to change their blinds. Well, blinds can be kind of pricey, and then having them installed right. We had huge back windows, so that cost homeowners a ton of money, and they were the ones that didn't change their blinds within those 2 weeks were fined a $50 fine, plus the $60 management fee, plus the $10 processing fee. And then if they didn't change their blinds, they had a lien put on their home, which is is so unfair. You shouldn't be able to just change the rules at any time, because rules aren't just rules. Rules affect our lives. And if those rules violate our constitutional rights, they shouldn't be valid either. So that's one of my fights, is trying to make sure that when boards create rules, that they don't create rules that violate your rights. Your home is your home. It's your sanctuary. It's the place that you have to go, the only place that you have to go that is just you. Having a board, oh gosh, we had board inspections constantly. We had our board came in and inspected our fireplaces once. Well, guess what happened after they inspected the fireplaces? They shut off the gas. They shut off the gas to our homes for 9 months. Not only did they shut the gas off, but shutting that gas off ruined the gas lines. So then we had all these gas line issues. I think we ended up paying over $70,000 to fix the gas line in one building. So shutting off the gas was not only dangerous, but uncalled for and pricey. Now, the association had to pay for that, which is the homeowners having to pay for that. So if you go through your rules, make sure that your rules match your declaration, especially if you're a first-time buyer. So you can go in and refuse things, and question your board before you buy. How do these rules not go together? So when people tell me that rules are rules, no, they're not. Some rules are made to hurt homeowners. Some rules are made by property managers and attorneys, and they're targeting homeowners so that they can foreclose on your home and profit from your demise. This is a plan. If you go to the CAI online website, you will see their plan. Their plan lists that they want to have non-judicial foreclosures, which means you don't even get to go to court. Your notice of lien is your CC&Rs when you sign that document into the association when you purchase your home. So I always tell people, before you purchase, make sure you have someone else that knows your declaration, knows how to read CC&Rs, knows what they're looking for. I can go through a packet of thousands of pages of a CC&Rs and tell you whether it's a good board, whether things are going right, whether it's a fraudulent resale cert. When I purchased, I didn't know anything about resale certs. I didn't even know the laws. Didn't even know there were laws. So when I read the rules didn't seem bad to me. The parking rules weren't in there when I purchased my home. And so when they started changing the rules all the time, I'm thinking, well, there's got to be a reason. Why would the board need to change the rules all the time? Well, there was a reason. They were finding people into foreclosure. So make sure you check that before you purchase. Make sure that after you purchase, you stay on top of your board. They should not be changing rules all the time. I would go through your rules. Check that they match the declaration and the bylaws, because what I found is that they didn't match. And when I went to mediation, that was a big part of it, showing the video that I showed you of a board member saying that she knew it was illegal, but did it anyways because she felt it was good. No, it's not good. It's not good to put people in foreclosure. That property had hundreds of parking spaces, but they would find people for parking for anything because it was a way